In this video we will take a look at the rotation of the gut during embryonic development. Understanding the process of rotation will make it easier for you to understand the anatomic positions of the various segments of the gut and their mesenteries. You may wonder why it's necessary for the gut to rotate during development. The example with the garden hose tells you it's a matter of space. A neatly wound gut tube occupies less space and fits better into the abdominal cavity. Gut rotation in the embryo is a complex process, and therefore I will break it down into rotation of the foregut and rotation of the midgut. This animation will give you a nice overview and is available to you on the website for your reference. Let's start with rotation of the foregut. You have learned that the abdominal part of the foregut will develop into the distal part of the esophagus, the stomach and the duodenum. Please remember that also the liver, gallbladder and pancreas develop from the foregut. When you read about rotation of the gut, the direction of rotation is frequently very confusing. Remember that the rotation is clockwise for the embryo itself. Obviously, when you look at the embryo from a ventral position, this rotation appears counterclockwise, but it remains clockwise for the embryo. During the 7th and 8th weeks of development, the foregut rotates 90 degrees clockwise. As the larger part of the foregut runs in cranial-caudal direction, the former left side will end in a ventral position and the former right side in a dorsal position. Remember that at this stage, the gut also rapidly elongates. Together with the rotation, this will result in an S-like configuration of the foregut, with the future stomach bulging to the left and the future duodenum bulging to the right. Typical for the foregut is the presence of a ventral mesentery, in addition to the dorsal one, which is present along the complete length of the gut. I sometimes use my right hand to visualize what's going on. When you start out with your thumb pointing to the back, your pinky represents the ventral mesentery, which is connected to the ventral body wall. Clockwise rotation will displace the ventral mesentery to the right side. As the liver and gallbladder grow in between the layers of the ventral mesentery, they too become localized to the right hand side. Growth of the liver adds to the displacement of the future stomach to the left side. Midgut rotation is a different cup of tea, and that's because it has been elongating even more rapidly than the foregut, which has resulted in a hairpin-like tube in a dorsal ventral direction. So that's perpendicular to the course of the foregut. It has been growing since the 5th week of development and even extends beyond the ventral body wall. The upper or cranial part of the tube will develop into the majority of the jejunum and ileum. The lower or caudal part of the tube will largely give rise to the ascending and transverse colon. Note that the connection between the ileum and cecum is here, just around the corner. The artery that supplies the midgut, the superior mesenteric artery, now serves as an axis for rotation, also in a clockwise direction, starting already during the 5th and 6th weeks of development. As was the case with the foregut, the initial rotation is 90 degrees. However, unlike the foregut, rotation continues during the 10th week with an extra 180 degrees in the same direction. That brings the total rotation to 270 degrees, 90 plus 180. As with the garden hose, rotation results in compaction of the gut package and, consequently, retraction into the abdominal cavity. Let's use our right hand and arm again as a visualization tool. When you extend your arm in front of you, with your thumb facing down, your arm represents the primary intestinal loop. The side of your pinky is the upper tube and the side of your thumb the lower tube. The initial 90 degrees rotation will bring the jejunum to the right and the colon to the left. But the subsequent 180 degrees rotation flips this side, bringing the transverse colon ventral or in front of the small gut. So what about the hindgut? This part of the embryonic gut doesn't actually rotate. The future descending colon is displaced to the left because the midgut occupies the left and medial areas of the abdomen. The sigmoid colon then courses to a central position again because the rectum is fixed medially. Okay, to wrap up this part about the rotation of the gut, we have learned that the foregut rotates 90 degrees clockwise, which results in the positioning of the stomach to the left and looping of the duodenum to the right and back to a central position. 270 degrees rotation of the midgut causes compaction of the volume that the gut occupies and thereby retraction into the peritoneal cavity. The clockwise direction of rotation results in a rightward position of the ascending colon and crossing of the transverse colon ventral from the small intestine from right to left. On the left side, the descending colon runs down to the sigmoid, where it connects to the rectum. Rotation of the gut tube has major consequences for the positions of the ventral and dorsal mesenteries, but that will be covered in another video.